I started lifting about 2.5 years ago. When I first started lifting and going into the first couple months lifting, and even to now, I look up to a lot of these seemingly perfect physiques. You know, the Jeff Sides, the David Lades, the Alex Eubanks, these people, and I really look up to them, and I really want to have a physique similar to them. I thought of this even more when I was really getting into lifting, and I was thinking, man, they have just such a fantastic physique. I really want to have a physique identical to that. Over the years, I've came to realize that I will never have their physique. Never. And as sad as this is, I believe this comes down to two main things. The first thing is genetics. Now, this is not necessarily meaning that, oh, my genetics are just horrible, I can never build a good physique, I can't build good significant muscle, I'm gonna be fat, I'm gonna have all this stuff. Not necessarily. What I mean is, a lot of people have good genetics, a lot of people have bad genetics, and a lot of people have average genetics. But even if you have good genetics, you're never gonna look identical to, say, Alex Eubank. You're never gonna have a perfectly closed chest, you're never gonna have an arm that perfectly connects bicep to the end of the arm. You're never gonna have perfect tricep genetics necessarily, but maybe you do have a perfectly closed chest, but you don't have a bicep that connects all the way. It doesn't really matter. The second thing is you will always want to be bigger. Right now, where I am with my physique, I am significantly larger, more aesthetic, leaner. I have way more muscle mass than I did 2.5 years ago. Nonetheless, I continuously look to the future on this. I'm not as thinking about, oh man, I have such a great physique now. I'm thinking, oh man, if I eat this many calories, or I try this new training split, or I work out really hard and maybe I get my sleep on track perfectly and I start taking different supplements, then I can really take my physique to the next level. And that's true, and you can continuously get a better physique. I think you don't really plateau on any kind of lifts or building muscle until probably the 3rd to 5th year, around that range. But nonetheless, even after those 5 years, you can keep progressing. Like, you're gonna have a way better physique on your 10th year than your 5th year. But nonetheless, even on your 10th year of lifting, you're still gonna wanna be better. And you can get better, but it's gonna be not very significant. And there's a famous quote in the fitness industry, that the day you start lifting is the day you are forever small. This comes down to things like body dysmorphia and stuff of this nature, where you don't really think you're as big as you are. Comparatively, I am way more muscular, way larger, and way more aesthetically attractive than a lot of people in just general, right? And I've been lifting for about 2.5 years, yet I still have a long ways to go, and I don't see myself even remotely close to the peak of where my physique will be. As far as your dream physique, you'll never get it. You're never gonna look exactly like David Lade. You're never gonna look exactly like Alex Eubank. But you can build a great physique. One thing I kind of wanted to touch on is that you will never have your own dream physique, but you can create a physique that is other people's dream physique. People can look up to you and think you are their dream physique. Just like Alex Eubank or David Lade right now. They have a physique that many people, probably millions of people, look up to and want to have a physique exactly like that. But Alex Eubank and David Lade, they continuously try to get their physique better because they don't feel like their physique is good enough. And this is kind of what I touched on earlier, is that the day you start lifting is the day you are forever small. You will never, ever, ever, ever get the physique you want. But you can build a physique that other people would like to have. You can build a physique that is someone else's dream physique. As always, strive for greatness.